I'm doing a giveaway.
We're doing...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna leave. Like,
No, come back! Hi guys! In today's video, I want to share with you guys what I did for my birthday.
So Rowan's birthday party was Disney themed.
I wanted to bring Disney World to everybody since I couldn't take everybody to Disney World because that would be the ultimate birthday, honestly, if I could just like fly everybody out. Spend it in the Grand Floridian, take the monorail to Magic Kingdom. Oh my god, it would have been awesome. So the first thing that I told my guests when I invited them to this party is that it's going to be a Disney-bound party. What this means is that everyone takes a Disney character and basically get creative and wear something that resembles that character. So using the colors of the character,
Style of their outfit.
I wanted my guests to wear ears at the party since I have so many and they're like stored away somewhere because obviously I don't live in Florida, I'm not next to Disney, so I don't get a chance to wear them unless I'm filming a video for you guys. So I provided ears for everyone at the party and I'll put in a small picture here just to show you how adorable everybody looked because everybody looked so adorable with their outfits and the ears on.
I dressed up as Boo from Monsters Inc. I figured I already have like an oversized pink t-shirt. I was like, I'm just gonna be Boo, it's like easy. And then she gave me the Sully ears and I was carrying around Mike Wazowski.
I also had a friend that wore Anna, so she wore like her Anna skirt and she looked so adorable. I dressed as Minnie Mouse and I actually had Sophie, my daughter, also dressed as Minnie Mouse. So I was Minnie Mouse, she was like Minnie Mouse.
Had Meg, she actually won the Disney Bound contest.
Yeah, I had a Disney Bound contest, which I'll talk about.
Sarah, your Meg costume was amazing.
She did such an amazing job.
I voted for her. I was like, she has to win.
I also had someone dress up as Elsa.
Cruella.
There was Cruella DeVille, Pinocchio, Eric, Ariel. Shout out to Paula. She looked adorable.
She had these like mermaid leggings. They were like, it had like the design of like scales on the leggings.
Yeah,
and
it
then she
worked
wore like a
really
purple
well.
tank top and she had a dingle hopper clip in her hair.
Which was so cute. Yeah. We had a fairy godmother, had Jasmine. We had so many different characters. It was insane. Like I said, I wore Minnie, or I wore like a pink dress to resemble Minnie Mouse, and I actually had one of my favorite ear shops, Jasmine, who is known as This Dysfunctional Love on Instagram, and Shop D Love I think is where she puts all the designs of her ears.
We'll put the links below.
Yes. And she made me these beautiful birthday ears. It's like a little cupcake on the side, and she put like a little tiara in the middle. It matched my dress perfectly because I was wearing a pink and white polka dot dress. So shout out to Jasmine for making my day extra special with these ears because they are beautiful, so beautiful. So send her some love if you're looking for like custom ears, and she even has like ears that are already in her shop. So when it came to decorations, I kind of got a little bit creative because I did have a budget and I didn't want to be spending so much on decorations. So my sister actually came up with the idea of doing the stencil of the castle.
Like a silhouette of the castle.
Which is basically just getting black wrapping paper. So it was like matte black wrapping paper, if that makes any sense. And she basically just like eyeballs it and just drew it the way that she thought it would look, and then she cut it out, and then Mina was actually there when we did this. So we basically just like taped it on the wall, and then I put fairy lights around the edge of the castle.
Outlining the castle.
Yeah, which looked really great. I also had props where it said like Disney sayings, Disney characters.
You know when you're in a photo booth and they have those little like glasses and the mustaches? She had like Disney themed props for us to take pictures with.
And I also had a backdrop where you could take the pictures with the props, and it's basically just like a gold sequined tablecloth, and I just put it on top of my curtains, and then I just like put fairy lights around, and I also put up Polaroids that my sister had taken in Disney World specifically for me. And then for the table setup, so this was really the showstopper, I put a pink tablecloth on the table, and then I just like sprinkled some Mickey confetti. I had like glass slippers, like just what is that? So for the dessert, I did have a custom made cake, and it was basically just a pink ombre cake that I saw online, and I just told the baker, or my friend who made it to just follow this design, and she did an amazing job. I had a cake topper that said never grow up, and I thought that was perfect for the theme because I never want to grow up, honestly. I just want to stay a Disney kid forever. And now for the desserts. So my sister, yeah, we made these, well actually I'm not even gonna say I made them because my sister did most of the work for this party. She's the one that made the menu of the desserts and the food. So for the desserts, I had Tigger Tails, which is basically just pretzels.
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Yes, with like frosting that are like Tigger themed.
She also made these mini apple pies, which were sort of inspired by Snow White, like the poison apple idea. And those were really good. I actually tried those.
Did you?
Yeah, those were really good. So the other dessert item that her sister made were caramel apples, and that was inspired by Aladdin.
So it's the scene where Jasmine steals an apple from the vendor that's on the street.
And Aladdin like saves her basically because the vendor was gonna chop off her hand for stealing. So,
yeah, so that's
the caramel apples were inspired by that. So another dessert that Rowan actually made was the gray stuff from Beauty and the Beast. So the gray stuff, if you guys don't know, in Beast Castle in Disney World, is like whipped cream, right? It's just like a gray whipped cream. So how did you
get the color?
Yeah.
It was actually crushed Oreos.
Really?
They said to get the color you do crushed Oreos and then you add instant chocolate pudding.
Okay.
And then you get the consistency that you want.
And she put the gray stuff on brownies, so it wasn't just like a dollop of gray stuff.
Yeah. And then we put like, we sprinkled some like pearls.
Pearl, yeah, some silver pearls.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
it looked really good and they were really yummy.
So they also made chocolate covered strawberries.
I also want to mention that we had Disney themed entrees like for dinner. We had spaghetti and meatballs, which is from Lady and the Tramp. We also had pineapple rice, which my sister said like could be from like Lilo and Stitch. We also had pigs in a blanket, which we said were
mini hot dogs.
Yeah, mini hot dogs, which we said is like pom-pom blankets.
Okay, could you like say that like without laughing?
We just ordered pizza and we just like said it's like from Pizza Planet, so that was really simple.
And we also had turkey and pastrami sandwiches, which is inspired by Frozen. The scene where Anna and Hans are like, we finished each other's sandwiches.
It did work and the food was good. Did you like the food?
Yeah.
So I didn't just want my guests to come and like eat and yeah, just sit there and do nothing. So I did plan some games that we could play. So the first game that we played was, which character says this? And I just read a quote and I tried to keep it neutral, like I didn't say it in their accent or anything. And I had teams and everybody had to guess which character said what. Since you were the guest, and I couldn't play obviously because I knew the answers.
They were hard.
Okay.
Like they weren't easy, like plus is positive, minus is negative. Like it was like really obscure quotes. Pissed me off. But you know, another thing, other teams got like really easy quotes from Mulan, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I get that one?
No, because I tried to keep the
people cheated. I feel like we should mention that.
Yeah, people did cheat. She told me.
I'm not mentioning names. They don't even watch.
They don't watch our channel.
But yeah, some people Googled the answers,
which I said was not allowed, and they still did it.
I was an honest Abe and I didn't do that.
In each team, I had one person that was very Disney.
Somebody who's very familiar with Disney.
And then the next game that we played was Disney Jeopardy. So basically, it's just Disney questions.
Trivia.
Yeah, Disney trivia.
One of them was miscellaneous.
Yeah, one of them
was Disney songs.
Disney princesses.
Disney cameos,
yes.
Right? So it was like when certain Disney films made an appearance in another Disney film. So for example, in like Finding Nemo, when you see like Buzz Lightyear on the floor in the dentist's office.
So obviously, because my guests were playing these games and I was like forcing them to play these games, in order to motivate them to actually play, I did give out prizes for those who won.
We have such amazing followers and like subscribers here on YouTube and friends that we've made, and Rowan really wanted to invite all of you guys, even though you're from other parts of the country and the world, so we figured like, why don't we give away some little items to show our appreciation. So
you're actually going to be entering to win what prizes I had, and actually party favors also. These are party favors and prizes.
So at the end of the party, Rowan gave each of her guests sort of like an art print of Disney princesses' dresses, if that makes sense. So the one that you guys can possibly win is Belle's dress. Really cute, and it's just
It's
like a
Belle's
little
yellow dress.
It's
So everyone got a different Disney princess. It wasn't all just Belle. There was so many more, but you can win this one if you enter this giveaway.
And it's perfect because Beauty and the Beast is coming up, so...
Exactly.
Another party favor that Rowan gave, and it's also Disney princess dress themed, is a Disney princess dress cookie. So again, all of the other guests had different Disney princess dresses. This one is Cinderella. It's a blue dress. I actually had one of these, one of the Cinderellas, and it's so good. It's like soft, and then the frosting's not like overly sweet, like on the Food Network. And it's very palatable.
So these I also gave out as party favors. This is from my good friend Lindsay. She has an earrings shop, so I asked her to make like Mickey themed earrings for my party guests, and
they're like the button earrings with little Mickey ears on them.
They're really, really cute.
Yeah.
These are the prizes that I gave out if you won one of the games. They're Toy Story earrings.
It just has the Toy Story logo on it, but
Which
they're
is
like really cute.
Also, Belle and Adam at the end of the movie when they're like dancing together when he's a human again. So they're Beauty and the Beast earrings, and again I'll put a close-up shot of these. So let's just recap what you get if you enter this giveaway. You will get
3 pairs of earrings, the Mickey Mouse ones, the Toy Story ones, and the Beauty and the Beast ones. And you get the Cinderella cookie, which is really tasty, and the Belle gold dress print, which is really pretty as well. These are the rules in order to enter this giveaway. So you need to be subscribed to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. We'll put our link below. It's the Disney Damsels, but follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our channel, and comment below on this video, what is it that you love about Disney? So
it could be anything.
Yeah.
The parks, the restaurant. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this enjoyable, or that if you're thinking of making a Disney themed party,
it gave you some ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you've ever had a Disney party, let us know some of the things that you guys did at your party, or some of the foods that you created that were inspired by Disney.
As always, guys, have a magical day. Bye. I always have to do that, like, bye.
Okay, you've never done that before.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't. You just go bye.
Hold on, let me just fix my hair. That's like a hot mess. What is this? I don't understand.
Tuck it like in.
Yeah. It's fine, whatever. Honestly, I don't care. Jasmine steals a apple. Wow. Okay. I also in each team, why do I keep speaking with my hands? And then the next game that we